There we go. Back at it again. Oh. Today, once again, things haven't gotten a little bit later than the usual, but still good. Was it? I think there's a final mission in Destiny 2. I need to go eventually take a look at it and see what's going on with it. Yeah, all the new build crafting stuff makes it good, but if they do make a D3, I think they need to definitely tone down some of like the skill, the abilities to make it where like getting the weapons or like the weapon kind of like just do it like Diablo or like better yet Path of Exile or Path of yeah. Or like start like the weapon synergies are like the main thing. You have like maybe like a shitty skill, but it's the like the weapon that makes that build work or something. And they definitely need to work on like more customization stuff because it's like I forgot there's like certain you want to have it where like no people could like look different. It kind of reminds me of like back in the day in like Destiny 1 where like you knew who did what kind of raid and all that looking at their gear. But I think they need to bring transmog quicker if they do D3. And then what's it? So then technically you don't have to all look the same. Like that was a problem back in Destiny 1. There was like another gaming news, but I'm not sure what it was. I don't know, the new Octopath Traveler Gacha game. Final Fantasy X is out, and apparently Auron is actually strong. I'm like, oh, thank God. They didn't butcher my boy like they did in War of the Visions. Yeah, that was during the time there was like no pity. So like if you got Auron back then, you're like, nah, I don't care about pity. You got him. I forgot, like in the trailer they showed Riku too, so it's like Riku and I forgot the other character they shown, so it'll be a few more. They don't really work on Lulu that much. Don't know why. She was a cool character. The fact that she ended up with Waka, I still don't agree with that one. Waka should have did his own thing and just been like no superstar when it comes to Blitzball, and same with Lulu doing her own thing. It's like you don't need to put those two together. I wonder if they ever did a remake. Like, are they going to add new characters? I mean, there's so much like lore they could add new people, but let's see. I did that yesterday, so I do this one today. But see, unlike Zack and Final Fantasy VII, I don't think there's anything like who will they add? Like Seymour, huh? You could probably add Seymour or just like have because he's like the only Guado person they could add was playable for a little bit. But the fact that like the Guado was not represented in the main party cast, I thought was kind of strange. Like you had like two Albed people there, but no one who's like Guado. You had like actually like one more. Ronzo would have been pretty cool too. Or maybe someone who's like more into Machina stuff more than Riku was. That would have been cool. Did I only need one more life skill point? Maybe. Yeah, guys, already close to that. Like, we'll be hitting weekend time tomorrow. Yeah, already Friday. That's good. Unlike the whole slowness of Mondays. Ew, or ill Mondays. Okay, then I'll go down and also reinforce. Or refine. Refine? Refine. Okay. Oh. Ouch. Yeah, it goes up to 30 now. I don't understand how people do that. You know what? I should have looked at the other ones. Can I even bring it up higher? Okay, can I bring those ones? Weapon, definitely not enough. Screw it, let's do it. Oh no, that's when it's going to start failing a lot. Damn. 3 fails. That's our first. Usually we've been lucky all the way up until that point. You know what? I think my new thing is to go over here first, actually. Oh yeah, for anyone who's thinking about playing Dune Awakening, it feels like the game does not really open up until once you get the Ornithopter, which is like the flying thing. Because like traveling on the ground like is so dangerous to the point you're like, man, this game kind of fucking sucks. Then once you get that, you're like, oh, okay, now I understand why this game is fun. It's almost like you're playing a game and you don't have fast travel. You're like, fuck, like going to like each area is a slog. Then you start getting fast travel. You're like, oh, okay, different. It's better. Nope. I keep on accidentally pushing that one. You go so slow. That's why. Okay, and I still think it's a missed opportunity for a fairy tale. You should have had a thing where like I think a lot of the events, instead of making it like you have to play with other people and just make it solo, because a lot of people don't queue up for that. And if they do, they queue up only for the first week. Anything past the first week, no one's queuing up for it. They don't have a good system like they do in 14, where like even old things, you queue up for it, and because it's on the daily roulette and all that kind of stuff, people do that just for the extra, like, no, tokens, I forget the hell it's called, tombstones. So that's why they play that. So like before, there's times where I only did like the daily stuff and all that, and was it starting like you could tell the people who played the starting like kind of like old dungeons and whatnot. It's like, oh, okay. And then sometimes it's like, oh, dungeon mechanics are a little bit different than the modern dungeons. So people will play and they were like, I don't, you could tell they don't remember like how to even beat that dungeon. They're like, what's the mechanics? Dude, there's certain dungeons in Final Fantasy 14 that I've only done maybe max twice. There we go. I'll get rid of that mage. Mage is the most annoying thing. But yeah, I think this game's relatively new, so I think pretty much everyone kind of knows the mechanics. But I'm pretty sure, like, give the game another year, there'll be people who do like, let's say, the first boss with a shield thing, where to bounce a shield. People are not going to know how to do that. I guarantee it. People were doing when I was doing the master mode of that dungeon, and people still didn't understand that someone like they give you 3 shields to bounce back and forth, and only like there's at times where no one picked up the shield. I was like, then of course there's some people like, oh no, well DPS pick up the shield, oh no, tank pick up the shield. No, technically the best people to pick up the shield is actually the tank and one DPS. Honestly, the tank and healer wouldn't be bad either. Because like there's a moment where when he's finally unstunned that you could do damage to it, so it'll be better if the tank and healer did it. But yeah, usually I'm the one that like everyone for the most part. I think you've probably seen the other videos. I did go get the shield. Yeah, usually even when I'm doing raids and like Destiny, I was the guy that did the mechanics. Like, there's a lot of people that just want to be. I'm pretty sure you're hard. Like, I want to unclear ads. The worst is like when someone says they want to clear ads and they're not good at clearing ads. Like at least in Destiny 2, my build was good enough where I could clear ads just myself. Like I don't need anyone else to help me clear ads. Like just everyone do the mechanic. But usually I end up doing the mechanics. So I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure people would have messed this up, so might as well I'll be the mechanic person. I mean, that was technically, I think that's technically the reason why my sister started, she played healer at one point because she's like, I can't trust these. I think healer and tank, she learned those because she was doing high-end content and there's a lot of bad tanks and bad healers, so that's why she's like, yeah, I level them to make sure like if you switch out the shitty healer or shitty tank and I could just do it. I've done it once as a healer, where someone's like, oh, "Why do you fucking heal?" Then I healed, and we passed it. I'm like, okay, you just fucking like. I guess you don't know how to use buttons or press buttons. Yeah, I'm never the one that was it was a raid just in a raid, so I don't care how many times we die. But at the same time, right, I'm not staying there for no fucking that many hours. If a raid is like something that is supposed to take like maybe 2 hours, dude, I did a fucking in Destiny 2, the Crota raid. Oh man, that shit went horribly. And it's like I think we didn't do the whole thing. It was like 8 hours. I wasn't there for the full 8. I was there for like the first hour, then the last 2 hours. So maybe 3 hours together. Maybe even two. But I was like, fuck that. I'm not like I haven't said I'm never doing no raid. That's good. If the group is that bad where it's taking that many hours because you're switching people in and out, that means the people there were pretty incompetent. Like that raid was not that hard. if you even have like a group of semi-competent people like in Destiny, like a lot of the like earlier raids, you could easily do that. Now, if you're talking about the very last raid, yeah, that one's going to take a little bit of know-how. I get that. Yeah, but I'm also not one of those people that get mad during the raids either. Like, oh, we wiped or whatever. I don't care. I was like, okay, what do we do wrong? Let's fix that part and move forward. Like, getting mad about it ain't gonna do shit. And I don't do blaming because, and that's why like low key, I generally like watch everyone, like what everyone's doing. So like, and I know who's like fucking up. So then later on when they start doing the whole blame game, I'm like, no, I know who to blame. Like I will eat it if I'm the one that's fucking up. I'm like, yeah, it's me. Oh, I messed it up. My bad. It's happened a few times where like I shot something in panic and it was like I wasn't the one that's supposed to shoot. I'm like, ah, damn, I'm sorry, guys. They're like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I don't fuck up often enough where like that's ever a problem. I mean, there's many times where like this one guy who did not know how to do the mechanics, right? So pretty much I had to like do because it was lenient enough where I could do the mechanic my part and then his part as well. Where I was just like he was like aiming at something, but he's bad at aiming, so I was gonna shoot at it to that thing. I mean, but I think that's what people do in every raid. Like sometimes there's mechanics where it's lenient enough where you could also like kind of cover for someone, even if they're like not that great at it. But yeah, that's the like the fun part of that. But is when people start doing the blame game, and then it takes the fun away. I even tell people who are like no, really serious into like rating and stuff. I'm like, dude, if you make the people who are just like no, their first time rating, if you get mad at them and yell at them and blame them, that's like one less person that's going to ever raid again. So if you want to have a raid team, the whole idea is getting people comfortable with raiding or any kind of high level content in order for them to be like, oh, okay, you know what? I'll try this out next time. Yeah, that's why I personally, to me, I don't think it's ever that serious. The only like, and also, I'm also the same person that I would never quit the raid first. Like, if the team, like, okay, for example, we're doing a raid, it's going horribly, right? And usually they'll be like that. People are like, oh man, this fucking shucks, right? But as long as they don't leave, I'm in there. I'm in there until like if everyone's like if they lock in, I'm like shit. Repetition, we'll get it eventually. And unless our gear is too low, usually it's not really like we're not dying from like damage, we're dying from mechanics, right? Um but as soon as that one person leaves, right, I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I gotta go too. I'll do that, but I'll never be the first one to leave. Like I'm not wasting anyone's time like that. I will never be the first one to be like, oh, I called it quits. Nah, I'm there for the long haul. But after that one person leaves, then everything's off the table. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna fucking, I'll leave too. I'll silently leave. I'm like, oh yeah, me too, and I'll leave. There's actually a person before I forgot what class I was playing, but this Dark Knight was like, oh, everyone's like, no, not doing enough, dude, but yes, or something. I'm like, bitch, you're dying too much though. What are you talking about? I think that's one of the few times as a DPS that I say something like, I usually never call out the tank or healer. I'm like, yeah, just do your own thing. There's many a times where a tank or a healer's like, oh yeah, can I do small pulls? Like I'm not really comfortable with it. I'm like, go for it, bro. Whatever makes you comfortable, I'm good. All I got is time. But yeah, I do see there's like as 14 got a little bit bigger back then, it did kind of like invite some like shitheads to the game. So then some of them are getting like, no, going are getting too aggressive. And like just normal dungeons, like people are just like losing their mind there. Like, you're not pulling big enough. It's not fast enough and stuff. I'm like, you're the DPS. Who cares what your opinion is? But yeah, that was like, but the thing is like, because this game is so small and niche, we don't have to worry too much about like that kind of silliness. So that's the one good thing when the game that you play is very small and niche. It kind of keeps like kind of the shitheads away. If it becomes too big and too popular, or just like too popular too quick, then you get a lot of shitheads. It's like they play like no, like their life depends on it or something. The worst one is like when you're playing it, like let's say a game, and then not really. It wouldn't be like in this for the most part, but like it'd be more like a PvP kind of thing where then someone just ditches you. Yeah. Oh, what is up? Musics. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, I just thought about like so when a game becomes too popular too quick, then you get like a lot of like jerks in the game who the ones that like if you play in a dungeon, they're like, oh, it's like they just start yelling at people like it's not that serious a dungeon. You know, just saying like how that happened a little bit in Final Fantasy 14 where there's a big influx of players and then they kind of went crazy over there. Luckily, this game, since it's so niche, don't have to worry about that. That's why it's like just honestly, I love this area. Like Aster leads, I do just sometimes just kind of run around, and every once in a while I find a box that I didn't get. This other person who played in the Noodle Nightmares called Milk, or Obvious Milk. She's beat me with how many treasure boxes that she found in the opening area, so every once I do go back and see if I missed any. A lot of the ones on the ground are the ones that I missed. One day I will get more treasure boxes than her. One day. Oh. There's actually some enemies. You know what? There were some enemies that I think people were farming. I just forgot to go over there and take a look. It's in the newer area here. I think they were farming around here, maybe. I thought about doing it yesterday, but I forgot. I was like, I ran past them. Like oh. Yeah. I haven't actually raided them. I think I attempted to raid, but then a lot of people didn't know the mechanics, so we all just wiped. And that was like one of the earlier raids in this game. That one ice dragon. Yeah, I was also talking about how sometimes when you do like master rank dungeons, it boggles your mind that some people don't know the mechanics of the boss. Be like, how do you get to master rank? You had to do normal to get here, right? And you just get confused, like, I don't know what's going on. Oh no, not this area. Where was everyone farming at last time? I should have joined in the farm last time. I was silly, I didn't. You know what? Maybe if I'd go to line 1. No, it's a lot of people. Yeah, I think the best example was just the very first dungeon boss, where people didn't understand the shield mechanic. They had to bounce a little beam off of that. There's many times where like we wiped, like we got to the the boss really quick. So oh man, this team's great, and everyone just died on the boss, right? Because they didn't do the mechanic. I'm like, wait a minute, were you all just thinking the other person was going to do it? There's the times where like I'll get the thing. I think if you're quick about it, you only need one person to grab the shield and bounce it back. But at the time, I was in like my controller's not very great for that. So I was like, oh shit. And I was like, oh, there's two other people with shields. They'll help me out. They did not. I was like, no. And then we suffered. Nowadays, I'm like, now that we have the NPCs, and the NPCs are very strong. Strong enough they could brute force things. So in my past videos, that's why I brute force a lot of the dungeons. I'm like, okay, my minions will help me. And they sure did. Kind of like in okay. And that's how I kind of learned the dungeon mechanics first. Like I'll run it a few times and with the NPCs to figure out what the hell I'm doing. So then I won't embarrass myself when I do it and with like other players. Or if I had to teach like the other guys if they ever get back on. Yeah, I'm just here by my lonesome, just solo playing. Oh, over here is where everyone just out here hanging out. Oh no. Wow, everyone's really grouped together. That's smart though. Everyone's doing like ranged. Honestly, if apparently it was I think this class, the new Twin Striker, and also the bow class are the ones that if you put it on auto, it's fine. You can full auto it. It's good. I haven't actually played healer for so long, but I think my next thing is every time there's a new class, I'm just gonna pick the new class. I think that'd be just a better showcase, and people would be like, "Oh, okay, how does the new class play?" They just watch this, like, okay, now I get the general feel of it. Yeah, this game is how you get people into MMOs. Use this, then be like, hey, oh, you want to play MMO? Yeah, but it's too hard and too many buttons you have to press. Don't worry, full auto, bro. You get the feel of MMO. It's full auto. You don't really have to do anything, and you just dress up your character. And yeah, so just don't make fun of my mascot though. My character will be forever mascot. Be no glamour from you guys. I'm sorry. Oh, that one gonna survive him. Oh, it's the elite. So people are farming the elite. That's why they're here. Makes sense. I do like this part where like some when you can just like full auto, and technically if there's better ventilation in my room, I would keep the game on, and as I just let it like auto in the background, but my room will get unbearably hot. So I can't do that. I did try to do it before. It didn't really work out too well. I think I tried to leave him at a boss. Better if you do like for hard bosses, just leave like a tank there, because your tank won't die. So yeah, farming tip for anyone who ever rewatches this and like, what was he yapping about in episode, whatever episode this is? Yeah, definitely pick a tank. Okay, yeah, I think range would be better over here, but I'm glad I see a lot of people are playing over there. Game is still still has people playing there. That's always good. I would never play a game I did not like, and I played, was it how many days of this game? So I like the game. It's like good for casual, like yapping as you let the game kind of go. So that's what I like about this game. I mean, even though like in 14 now for me, it's pretty much casual. I just do casual stuff. I don't do any of the hardcore rating. I don't feel like making myself mad. Yeah, for a lot of games, I just became more casual about it. I'm like, I'm not here to prove anything. If you want to see like a guide of like someone playing like really good, then there's other people out there for that. No one watches me to see my no, my superb gaming skills. Unless you do. In that case, I'm sorry. There. Let's... Nope. Okay. And with this one, we'll call it a day for day, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as per usual. We'll be back on hopefully earlier tomorrow. And with that, guys, hope you have a good one. Peace out.